Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coins on my mind. My Coinbase the upper, watch your numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, phones in the van. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash registers ring. Ride the blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, let the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course we go over the news and stuff, but we just don't feel natural when we be doing our thing.
I gotta get this money on. What up? Dang, right. What you over there typing?
My bad.
No, you good. What's good? What up, everybody?
What up? We back. We back.
It's the last live for the year.
Last live of the year,
fam. And we'll see y'all next year.
Yep.
Tomorrow, like last live for the year. So I gotta clean my house because I believe in cleaning your house before the new year. So it's gonna be short. We got like 4 articles to go over for some updates just to head into 2026. 2026 is going to be a huge year, as I keep reiterating for crypto. So shout out to everybody for being here because you're lucky. You're lucky.
Absolutely.
While everybody's bickering and arguing and upset at dates, they're forgetting that, bruh, you're lucky. You're lucky you're even here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So don't forget the bigger picture because there's so many people out here clueless. It's not clicking for them. And, that's their life journey. But, you wasn't left out. So, you know what I'm saying? 2026 going to be a huge year. Kelvin said he's still bearish. Oh, okay. Enjoy being bearish. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it.
Oh, well, who said that?
I don't know. Somebody on TikTok said they bearish.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said D over there typing up that 2-week notice.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
No, for sure. But yeah, y'all, we got about 4 articles to go over. We won't be on here too long. You know what I'm saying? It's New Year's Eve, so it's not too much going on. It's a little quiet. I don't know how to feel about that, but I kind of feel like they were just kind of pushing everything to next year, Q1 2026. Everything is literally about Q1 2026. So I expect for me and D to be very busy in Q1 2026 since everything is supposed to happen in Q1 2026. We better have article after article. I better not have to wake up struggling to look for topics to come up here and talk to y'all about it. I better be I'm talking about just going to these sites and it just need to be right there as much as y'all saying happening in Q1 2026. But y'all, let's run them likes up though. Restream really suppresses the lives. Really. But I know TikTok, y'all have gotten spoiled with the layout, and I didn't want to take that away from y'all because y'all done got introduced to it now. But it's really, really bad, which means in 2026, I'm going to be really, really anal about engagement. It's going to be worse than how it was the last 6 months of this year.
Yeah,
it's going to be really bad.
Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. When I'm looking at it, I'm just like, damn.
The engage. That's all we ask from each and every one of you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you purchase classes or in the community, all we asking everybody is for engagement. Please engage. Please. That is the only way the channel keeps going. If the engagement does not grow, I don't know. I don't know. If the engagement does not grow, I don't know. We got to have engagement, guys. It is imperative. It is important. If we do not have the engagement, the channel does not continue. It doesn't. I gotta keep it real with y'all. We gotta have engagement. Y'all gotta hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till the day I come on here and I don't have to ask for likes. It's already there. But y'all gotta like the live. Y'all gotta engage.
Share the information. Share it. You know what I'm saying? That all helps the algorithm. Happy New Year to y'all that's already celebrating, because I know some of you guys are in different part of the world, whether you're in the UK, Australia, China, it's already the next day. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Happy New Year to you guys. You know, if you know, you know. But
Mhm.
March is I'm gonna shut up, but y'all know March is really that time. But
Oh.
March. But I'm gonna let y'all live. We're gonna enjoy the festivities, we're gonna enjoy the vibes. I won't be a vibe killer. But William said I hope they pass the Clarity Act before the shutdown over the healthcare situation at the end of January. So yes, the shutdown is not until January. What did you say? I know you looked it up this morning when we was talking.
30th?
January 30th or the 31st is one of those. It's the 30th.
Yeah, it's 30th.
Yeah. So my take on that is I think they get it done before that. I don't think another shutdown holds this back. They already did that. You can't. I mean, but you can't push it past them. But yeah, hopefully they can get the Clarity Act done before that shutdown date. Hopefully because they need to get the shutdown and because they need to negotiate that. Hopefully that doesn't slow down momentum for the Clarity Act. So that's the other thing with that.
Yeah.
That's 2026 gonna be
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting to start the year off for sure. January is gonna be a headache potentially. So we'll see what happens. Somebody came up here and said Jake with 3 question marks. What about him? Jake's not a part of BlockNation.
Sure ain't.
What about him? Nah. He has until 12 a.m., y'all. He has until 12 a.m. Anything can happen. He has until 12 a.m. I'm gonna just be I'm gonna be on the optimistic side. He has until 12 a.m. Anything can happen. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, we got 4 articles to go over. Where we at with them likes?
And if it does, we'll be back on.
Period.
Maybe. No.
It's not nothing to be like I keep telling y'all. It's not nothing to be like, oh man, he was wrong. Like I'm just trying to understand why is this such a big deal. I know why, but it's like, y'all.
Yeah.
How many times have y'all, especially if you've been in the space, how many times have y'all gotten dates wrong? Collectively, we've gotten dates wrong. Collectively, all influencers have gotten dates wrong.
Hope jokers didn't, mortgage the house off, thinking that shit was gonna happen. Hope y'all ain't do the crazy shit. Hope some of y'all ain't do some crazy shit.
I hope not.
But don't, like you said, like you always say, don't over leverage yourself, fam.
Yep. Yeah, double tap the screen. Let's run the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Yep. I can't speak for Kurt. Kurt not here. You're saying, what is Kurt saying? Kurt is not here. Kurt can speak for himself. Yeah. I've talked to Kurt today, but it wasn't about that. Kinda was about that, but not about that. Because people want to shit on XRP. Yeah, that's like their favorite thing to do. It's weird.
When you're the most polarizing in the game, you know how that is.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how that go.
Don't get discouraged if nothing happens before 12 a.m. That's all I'm saying. Don't get discouraged. We already know what we hope. We go over news and updates every day. I'm very confident in 2026 and beyond. Not just the year 2026, but 2026 and beyond.
2030.
Yeah, because I'm in the right asset, so I'm not tripping off of somebody being wrong about a bet, or somebody losing a bet. But yeah, so we got 4 articles to go over. Let's get right into it. Appreciate y'all running them likes up. It's 57 people over here on YouTube. We should have 57 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, hit the like button.
Come on, y'all, run it up.
For sure.
Unc said 2026, 2029, everybody should be hustling, lock in for sure.
Yes,
because it's just gonna get worse on a lot of different fronts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna still go through, certain situations, but yeah, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy.
No, for sure.
What's that?
So we got Trump Media. So Trump Media plans shareholder crypto token and deal with crypto.com. So let's talk about it. Hey, shout out to you for the super chat, gang. Shout out to the super chat.
Appreciate
CD.
you, fam.
Shout out to fam. CDU1. Yeah, CDU1. Appreciate you. But yeah, we ready. Let's go over this. With Trump Media plans shareholder crypto token and deal with crypto.com. So what's up with that?
What is up with that? That was you? Me?
No.
That was.
No, I did.
That was you.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, okay. No. It's all good. It's all good.
I did not mean to do that. I must have did it on accident. Hold on, I can do it though.
Okay. Now just go to another one. Go to the Wall Street joint.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, Wall Street. So Wall Street banks on 2026 as big year for mega deals. So was that me too?
No, that was me.
Oh, you know what? That's what happened. I meant to click that one and I clicked the Trump Media one. So that's cool. You can do this when I do Trump Media. It's cool. Go ahead.
All right. I got you. So this payments piece says big investment banks and deal lawyers expect more giant company buyouts and mergers. So a whole bunch of mega deals in 2026, right? So this is because 2025 already came in extremely hot for mergers and acquisitions and stuff like that. So what's a mega deal? A mega deal is when one company buys or merges with another company for an enormous price tag, often $10 billion plus, sometimes 50 billion plus. So what happened in 2025? So 2025 had a record 68 deals worth $10 billion plus. So 68 deals worth 10 billion plus, right? Bank of America's mergers and acquisitions co-head says that the big deals are a sign of CEOs and boards feeling confident and they expect momentum to continue. So the deal activity picked up as tariffs worry faded and companies rush because they don't want to miss out. So why companies do mega deals is because it's they get bigger faster, so they get to scale up faster. Buying technology instead of building it. A lot of these companies buy companies so they could just take the technology instead of building the technology themselves or outsourcing somewhere else. So they'll just buy a company. We've seen Ripple do that. We've seen so many different companies. Coinbase do that, right? And it cuts costs by combining operations. And in addition to that, it beats competitors. So if your rival buys a key company first, you're stuck. So the caution the article mentions is even though bankers are bullish, one source warns that in recent years, deal waves often look ready to take off, then something blocked it, right? So whether it be regulatory changes, politics, markets, etc. And then they also added that AI is being used in deal making, but it's not magic. Companies still need people and good processes. And AI can miss financial nuances without the guardrails. So why Web3 would matter here is because with the Web3 infrastructure and big companies buying these infrastructures, Web3 just isn't about coins. It's about tokenization. It's about stable coins and settlement rails. It's about wallets and identity, custody and compliance tech, blockchain data and security tools, and large firms often prefer to buy these capabilities using building instead of building it from scratch. So especially when the time matters. So and also stable coins and tokenized assets can change payments in capital markets. So if stable coins treasuries become normal, payments get cheaper, they get faster, settlement can move 24/7, new financial plumbing emerges that the incumbents must plug in. And then also it creates incentives for banks and fintechs to buy stablecoin issuers, on-chain compliance tools, custody providers, and tokenization platforms. And then the regulation is pushed into consolidation, right? So as rules get stricter, smaller Web3 companies may struggle with licenses, audits, reserve custody requirements, AML, etc. So that often leads to consolidation. So bigger players acquiring smaller firms that have good technology but can't scale the compliance alone. So that will help that in that case as well. So this is a classic merger and acquisitions logic. So the banks expect 2026 mega deals because CEOs feel very, very confident and want to scale very fast. And the technology is going to have a huge part of why a lot of these mega deals are going to go through. Because we already seen Netflix Netflix just bought what? Warner Brothers a couple weeks ago, right? So that's huge. That was huge. That was huge. So expect more shit like that to happen in the coming years for sure.
Okay. For sure. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Trump Media then. We go back to that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so here's what's happening. So Trump Media and Technology Group. So the publicly listed company behind platforms like Truth Social, Truth Plus, and the Truth.fi fintech ecosystem announced that it will issue a new digital token directly to its shareholders in a partnership with Crypto.com. So the new token will be issued on the Kronos blockchain, which is supported by Crypto.com's infrastructure. So each shareholder is expected to receive one digital token per whole share owned, meaning shareholders of Donald J. Trump stock will be airdrop tokens. So this initiative is framed as a first of its kind token distribution intended to reward holders and promote broader crypto integration. So shares of Trump Media and Technology Group climbed in pre-market trading after the announcement, showing early market optimism around the news. So what the token is and isn't. So this new token has some important characteristics. It's not equity. So the digital tokens will not represent ownership interests in the company. They're separate, attached on digital assets, not tokenized stock. Non-cash convertible so far. So the tokens are expected not to be cash redeemable or tradable on exchanges at issuance. They may not be transferable or exchangeable for money. And then rewards utility. So instead, token holders may be eligible for periodic rewards, perks, or discounts tied to Trump Media's platforms, including things like Truth Social, Truth Plus, and potentially Truth Predict or other ecosystem services. So in simple terms, these aren't stock replacements or share certificates on a blockchain, but digital reward tokens linked to shareholder status. So why Crypto.com and Kronos? So Trump Media is partnering with Crypto.com because Crypto.com provides blockchain issuance and wallet infrastructure. So the tokens will live on the Kronos blockchain, known for scalability and interoperability. So this builds on an existing relationship. So Trump Media previously partnered with Crypto.com on broader integration of the Kronos token into its platform and reward systems. So this matters because crypto meets traditional equity. So this move blends traditional public markets with blockchain distribution mechanisms, issuing tokens tied to stock ownership but not representing equity. So this is an example of how companies are experimenting with crypto enhanced shareholder engagement. And then rewards over speculation. So the primary value proposition isn't short-term speculation, but rewards and utility like discounts, benefits, or special access within Trump's media ecosystem. So these tokens may not be worth cash, but if they unlock perks inside Truth Social or Truth Plus, that's real utility being tied to crypto. And then you have market psychology and stock reaction. So Donald J. Trump's share price reacted positively on the announcement, rising roughly 5% in pre-market trading, showing that markets see this as a potentially value-adding initiative. So even though the token isn't money, the announcement itself lifted the stock, showing investor interest. And then so context in Trump-linked crypto history. So Trump Media and related ventures have been active in the crypto space, including partnerships with Crypto.com, integration of Crow exposure, and a broader push into digital finance. So this isn't the first crypto move from the Trump ecosystem. They've been building crypto-linked products for some time. So yeah, Trump Media will issue digital tokens to shareholders, one per share owned, and tokens are issued via Crypto.com on the Kronos blockchain. And tokens are not equity or cash convertible, but they may offer perks or rewards. And the share price rose on the announcements indicating market interest. So yeah, that's what's going on over there with Trump, that Kronos ecosystem.
Damn. So that's what's going on, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
Jeez. Damn. But like, and man, so it's still undervalued. That Chrono ecosystem is still undervalued, like a motherfucker.
Huh? Yeah. I think it might have a big year next year. We'll see. We'll see. So
Okay.
we got massive liquidity injections to boost BTC price in 2026. So let's see what's going on. What's up with that?
So more money in the system could push Bitcoin up in 2026. So It's been other, you know, people have bearish sentiments, and now here's a more bullish perspective. So the bull case is if the Fed makes money easier, you know, and lowers rates and more liquidity, Bitcoin could rise. But in 2026 could be the year for a down year in Bitcoin as well. In US politics, the midterm elections could change how friendly regulations are. So a crypto exec, Bill Bayhide of Abra CEO, he's the Abra CEO. He says that the Fed may inject a ton of liquidity in 2026. So if interest rates keep falling and the Fed does QE like actions like buying bonds, that usually helps risk on assets. He basically claims that lower rates and more money flowing equal higher prices, including Bitcoin. And then the article also says that regulatory clarity and more institutional investing plus lower rates mean a great few years for crypto. So it also notes that only about 15% of investors expect a rate cut at the January FOMC meeting. So meaning that the market isn't fully convinced that the Fed will immediately cut. So the cautious bearish argument is that some early Bitcoin analysts say that Bitcoin may already be in a bear market, and 2026 could be another down year. Early Bitcoin investor Michael Turpin says Bitcoin could bottom around 60K in late 2026. And then he also argues that if Republicans don't sweep the midterms, it could reduce regulatory friendliness for crypto. So the article also cites prediction market odds with Polymarket giving it a 19% chance of a GOP sweep and then 47% odds of split control. Damn. So they try and they're trying to get these Republicans up out of here, fam. It also mentions that lawyer Magic Eden saying that power almost always flips in midterms. So you think the Republicans is out of here come midterms?
Oh man, they're done.
Are they going to split? Are they going to split control?
It depends on what happens in the market, so it's hard to tell.
Okay.
If nothing happens in this market, if the market repeats like it did, like if it does what it did this year and it does that again in 2026, they're out of there. It's over with, gang.
Right.
They don't have a chance in hell. But if the market does the complete opposite, we see some a couple assets run up, couple stocks run up, then maybe they split. But so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Yes, we will.
Yep.
Yes, we will. So okay. So that was just that.
Yeah. And then what's this other article we got right here? So the last one right here, guys. So US lawmakers expected to address market structure markup in January. So we'll end it off with that because that is what we have to look forward to in January to see if they can get that done and on Trump's desk. So what's happening? So the Senate market structure markup in January. So U.S. lawmakers are preparing to take a major step in shaping crypto regulation early in 2026. Members of the U.S. Senate Banking Committee are expected to hold a markup session on a digital asset market structure bill, often referred to as the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, during the second week of January. So second week of January, guys, second week of January. So a markup is a committee meeting where senators debate, amend, and vote on legislation before it goes to the full Senate for a vote. So this would represent real legislative progress after months of delays and negotiation. So this is a huge bill. So y'all know this is a big bill. This could really pop off altcoins, okay? Really specifically real world asset, these banking tokens, these tech companies we've been, because we've been investing in the technology. So the Clarity Act, so building on the version passed by the House in July, aims to define how digital assets are regulated. So who has authority, the SEC versus the CFTC, how crypto securities and commodities are classified, legal compliance standards for exchanges and intermediaries. So this kind of clarity has been urgently needed to reduce uncertainty for businesses operating in crypto. So this bill could finally tell the market who regulates what, a huge deal for exchanges, DeFi projects, and institutional flows. Also, bipartisan support, but not guaranteed. So the markup is being framed as bipartisan legislation with both Republicans and Democrats involved in crafting the language. However, the process has faced delays due to political disagreements and legislative scheduling issues, including the long government shutdown and midterm campaigning pressures. So this isn't a sure thing yet. Enough senators must agree on the final text for it to pass out of committee and onto the Senate floor. So it also builds on earlier bills. So the Senate effort is part of a broader U.S. regulatory push following the Genius Act, which focused on stablecoin frameworks. Prior House passage of the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act often blended into the Clarity Act concept. The goal is to unify and update how U.S. law treats digital assets across federal agencies. So think of this as lawmakers finally trying to catch up to crypto's growth with actual legal guardrails instead of enforcement through lawsuits. So crypto investors and builders should care about this because regulatory certainty encourages innovation. So clear rules make it easier for crypto companies to register and operate legally, attract institutional investors, build compliant products without fear of future prosecutions. And then that also lowers risk and expands real adoption and infrastructure growth. So regulatory clarity often precedes big capital inflows. Institutions don't like uncertainty. And so markets react to good and bad news. So past delays, including postponing of the markup into 2026, have caused price weakness and volatility in Bitcoin and broader markets as investors reacted to uncertainty. So if the markup goes forward and progress is made, that could be interpreted as positive for sentiment. And then who regulates what? So one of the bill's biggest issues is who gets regulatory authority. So some drafts propose giving the CFTC a lead role over spot crypto markets. Others seek to define clear boundaries between the SEC and the CFTC. This affects everything from exchange registration to how tokens are classified and policed. So this structural definition could reshape how crypto is supervised in the U.S. going into 2026. Just a couple takeaways. So the markup session is set for January, the second week of January, by the Senate Banking Committee. So this bill is going to clarify crypto regulation, especially around the SEC and CFTC roles. Progress has been delayed into 2026, partly due to political factors. So don't forget that. And if successful, this could reduce regulatory uncertainty and attract more innovation and capital. So yes, brace yourself for January. Brace yourself for January, second week of January. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if they can get it done. I say they probably won't get this done until March. Just go ahead and brace yourself for March.
So you dragging that out, huh?
I don't. As far as it getting to Trump's desk, I don't think it gets to Trump's desk. Let me clarify that. I don't think it gets to Trump's desk until March. We're gonna see though. I'm hoping it's sooner. But it may not get to Trump's desk until March. It just depends on if they about the bullshit and how the second week goes. But I think they got to go ahead and get this done. Republicans know if they don't hurry up and get us paid, it's over with. They don't even split. It's done. Democrats taking over. Last 2 years of Trump's presidency will be hell if he don't get impeached or worse. So they got to get this done. They got to get, because they got to get the people paid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done had us in high ass inflation. You know what I'm saying?
All
niggas,
this, niggas
wages,
losing jobs.
Niggas losing jobs. On top of that, the job market is entering an era of uncertainty. So we're not about to see job increases. And then the wage gap between inflation and wages is we are at historical numbers.
Yeah.
The freaking price of gold and silver and precious metals is up. That is not a good sign economically. So they got to get this done. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So their best bet is to get this done, gang. So we're going to see. January going to be big. Make sure y'all tapped in with us, gang. Make sure y'all double tap the screen. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Turn y'all notifications on. Because boy, I think me and D gonna have a hell of a year next year. So
it's gonna be a record setting year for what we about to do and how we about to turn this all the way up. So let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. But hey, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all, bro, for tuning in with us this year. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? This was our first year actually consistently coming on YouTube. I think we came a couple months into the year, started coming over here probably right before the summer started. But we've been on TikTok this whole time, so some of y'all may be new, but we've been here. We've been around. We've been here since 2022. Man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Thank y'all for trusting us with the news and the updates all year long. We hope to see everybody in this class coming up on January 11th. January 11th at 6 p.m. So don't forget, we're doing a Flare Network class. Don't forget how big DeFi is going to be next year. DeFi is also getting regulations next year. So you want to beat the institutions to DeFi because those liquidity pools do not have unlimited spots. Those liquidity pools do fill up. So you want to be you want to beat the institutions, because once the institutions tap in, your ass, that's it.
So that's it. She said that's it.
You can't compete with them. You can't compete with them M's. So you might want to, you know what I'm saying, make sure you beat the institutions. So yeah, we're doing that class on the 11th. Make sure y'all tune in for that, because the early bird ends. Is it Friday or Sunday? I think it's Friday.
I think it's Friday.
Yeah, the early bird ends on Friday. So catch that 125, because I think after Friday is going up to 200, y'all. So make sure y'all get in that class 125. Make sure y'all get in that Flare Network Masterclass, especially if you're not already in the DeFi Patreon. You definitely need to at least get in the master classes. So yeah, that class is gonna be on Friday. Also, for those that's in the Telegram, I'm shutting down that general chat at 12 a.m. on the nose, on the dot. I need y'all in the Patreon. It's a wrap. Love y'all over there in the Telegram, but Patreon is where we at now. So y'all got to tap in on the Patreon. Same engagement, same energy. Just bring it over to Patreon. That's all we asking. Same energy, same engagement. But yeah, and at $12 price, we'll be gone at 12 a.m. on the dot as well. So if you didn't catch that $12, it's $12 all month. I don't want to hear nothing. Ain't no excuses. Queen, I'm a day one member. I told y'all to get in before New Year's for the $12 so y'all can keep y'all $12 price. So get in before midnight.
And we made that open for everybody. We
opened it for everybody. So it wasn't even just for day ones. It was for everybody. $12.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the Telegram really $20. Don't get amnesia that quick. Y'all know it's $20. So but yeah, for real, we appreciate y'all. But yeah, that's just a couple updates that we had. So make sure y'all tune into that master class. It is 2 links for it that's in the description. Because one is giving you access to a call that we do daily. I'm sorry, weekly. We do weekly calls. So we're just giving you access to that call in case you need any type of walkthroughs or additional questions, and just more hands-on opportunity there when you on those calls. Those calls are more intimate. So we're giving you access to those calls. So the early bird for that one also ends on Friday. So, but yeah, y'all tap in with us. We're just trying to prepare everybody for what's coming, so y'all have a head start in this space. But yeah, other than that, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Happy New Year. And y'all make sure y'all be safe. Don't drive drunk. You know what I'm saying? Stay dangerous.
Yeah, take that Uber. Take that Uber, y'all, if you need to. Don't.
Hey, but I will say this, and just to have fun, don't take this serious. Don't take it to the heart. It's not that serious. Goddamn. But if shit pop off at 11:59 or 12 a.m. because Jake Claver was correct, I'll be back on.
Oh yeah,
I'll be back on to pop my shit for sure. Just fun, y'all. It's just for fun. Good gracious, don't take it so serious. Good gracious. I know some of y'all was like, he's full of shit. Yeah, it's just for fun. If he right though, if shit pop off at 12, hello. Hello. I might pop back on here. You know what I'm saying? Midnight, 5 a.m.
I think a lot of people gonna pop back on. I think a lot of people are gonna pop on.
Yeah, a lot of people will pop on live. Yeah. No, everybody that was talking shit, stay over there. Stay over there. No. We're gonna see though, y'all. We're gonna see. I'm just being optimistic, but no, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. And if anything, we'll see y'all next year, aka tomorrow. All right y'all. All right.